Hey guys! So, it's been a while since we've been here to the Millennial Mormon Studios. No, I threw out a vlog last week and told you guys, you know, my camera broke, all that fun stuff, so that's why I haven't put out any like formal videos, as I like to call them, in a good while. But the camera's all fixed now, so we're back in action, and I have a lot of really fun, exciting ideas coming for you guys this fall. And if you haven't noticed, I have been stepping up my Instagram game because why not? No, but I realized so many of the girls have started following me on there. And I've also been doing some insanely fun photo shoots with some friends of mine that are Instagram queens. And so if you guys haven't seen some of those epic photo shoots, you need to go check out my past week's vlog and then also my Instagram, because we had a unicorn in one of the shoots. Insert photo here. You're welcome. Go check it out. Also, one of my favorite things on my Instagram is, guys, I'm influencing you to not just buy shoes and clothes, but actually do good things. So you can get some good inspiration over there and tons of daily modesty hacks, because I'm always doing that for you guys because my life is full of modesty hacks. So anyways, on that note as well, guys, the giveaway is happening so soon and I'm so excited. You guys have just like, I don't know where all you girls are coming from, and boys, like, and even like non-Mormons, I'm sorry, Latter-day Saints. I'm trying to get used to the name change. Forgive me for saying Mormon all the time. It's just like very ingrained, and it's gonna take all of us a while to adjust. So Latter-day Saints. But yeah, the giveaway is happening so soon. It's probably gonna happen in 2 weeks, I'm guessing, because right now we're about 100 subscribers every week. Right now we are at about 2,275. The giveaway is happening at 2,500. So we just need about 225 more of you to subscribe, and then this giveaway is gonna happen. And you guys, as you guys know, all you have to do is subscribe to enter, and you can win one of 5 prizes that are coming from KJs Dresses and Ties, Temples by JOLYNN, Shop Shannon Sweeney, Paper Paisley Shop, and ModestIsHottestDress.com. Some amazing stores, you guys. I'm so excited. And I'm gonna keep the giveaways coming even after that. So just stay subscribed and you're always entered into these giveaways, unless I throw out some other rules in the future. But for now, that's all you gotta do. So anyways, that is exciting. Well, on that note, I kind of just wanted to have like a little heart-to-heart with you guys. Because there's been a lot on my mind the past like month, as I have been like hitting the Instagram game a little bit harder, and also been like, I don't know, just kind of like had my eyes opened, I guess you could say. Sometimes I get really frustrated with, and like, I don't want this video to come off as like judgy, because that's not what I'm here to do, is to judge other people, but more to encourage you guys to live your standards. That is what I'm here to do, is to always encourage and uplift you guys. Sometimes I suck at it probably, and I'm sorry, but that is my goal. But it is really frustrating, as you guys know, social media. I mean, there are people that aren't Latter-day Saint, I mean, obviously can wear whatever they want, they can do whatever they want, that's fine, that's their life. And even people that are Latter-day Saint can do whatever they want, live their life, that's fine. But it is difficult when you know somebody is a member of the church and you see them maybe not living all their standards to like their best. And once again, you're not here to judge them all, and neither am I, but it can be really frustrating. And to me, it's always been like, I don't know, it kind of brings me down in a way. Not that that's that person's fault, like that person can do whatever they want, but like if I see like someone else, like, okay, like she's wearing some like strapless mini dress, I don't know, for example, I'm not using anyone specific, then I'm like, well man, like I wish I could wear that. But that was like old me, and now I've gotten to the point where like I really embrace my standards, because that is what makes me different and sets me apart from like not even just like Instagram influencers or other YouTubers, but just like the world. So that's kind of what this whole video is about, is really just embracing your standards and living them and being proud of them. Because I know a lot of you guys are going back to school, and it can be really tough in high school. And I definitely know, I actually, fun fact about me, I was raised in a Baptist school all growing up, and all of you Christian, like Baptist denominations, like super love you guys. Like I loved going to school there. It taught me so many great things. We had a very modest dress code, and I loved it. It was basically just like church dress all the time, which was really easy for me for my mission and everything, because I grew up wearing skirts and even in high school and stuff. But at the same time, it was really hard to like be vocal that, yeah, I'm Latter-day Saint, like everyone else is actually like from this religion and from like a different religion, and like we talk about that all day long. Like we had Bible class, we had like weekly devotionals. Like I was more involved in that religious culture, you could say, than I was in like the Latter-day Saint stuff. One, because I'm from California, and two, like I was going to school full time, like obviously in high school and junior high and elementary and stuff, and I still went to morning seminary, but like that's only an hour a day. So I was fully in that, and like honestly, I wasn't as vocal with my religion as I hoped to be. And any of you guys like that went to high school with me, you're probably like, you're even Mormon? Like, I got more vocal about it my senior year because I realized like no one cares and no one thought any less of me for being that. And so I wish I had been more vocal about it. Like I was like vocal enough, I felt like, with my close friends. Like I always invited them to come to like church dances with me and things like that. And like whenever anyone had a question, like any teachers, I did my best to answer. And like I even look back and I did things like so far as like I defended like my religion in front of teachers that like said like, oh, like those Latter-day Saints are going to hell. And like I was like, no, we're not. And so like, I look back, I'm like, wow, I was so brave. But like I still wish I had been a little bit more vocal about it. And there's been different times in my life where I haven't lived up to my full standards. And like for me personally, like I know there's a lot of technicalities with things such as modesty, and everyone can say like, oh, you know, for strength of use, doesn't say anything about the length of our shorts, it doesn't say we can't wear two-piece swimsuits. It doesn't say all these things. Like, okay, yeah, there's all these technicalities and whatnot. Like, okay, technically we like don't have to wear one-piece swimsuits, da da da. Like, you can do whatever you want with those standards. But I personally, I'm going to choose to wear swimsuits that like cover my full body. I don't want to show my stomach while I'm wearing a swimsuit. Like, that's just, I don't know. That's not how I was raised, and I don't feel like that's appropriate. Everyone, each their own. You do you. And then like, it's a lot different when you are endowed, and when you aren't endowed, like obviously there's a lot more free reign because you don't have the garments to cover. But still, like, I don't know, I think there's just something so empowering about living your standards and even embracing the modesty standards of wearing garments even when you're not endowed. Just like practicing living those, because that's what prepares you for it and it's not such a big a shock. If you guys remember my video from 2 weeks ago about the transition into garments, that can really help you guys if you are getting ready to get endowed, go on a mission, get married, such and such. But there's all those like technicalities that people want to embrace. I'm like, why do we have to make so technical? Let's just do what the Lord said. And it's kind of like that video of the Mormon Message where it's like, how far can we go in our relationships? They're like close to the river, but it's like, let's stay as far away from that line, just like keep like ourselves safe and like all that stuff. And modesty isn't to cover ourselves up because we're ashamed of ourselves. It's to project our standards and show that like we're different from the world. Like we embrace God's commandments, and like God doesn't want me showing off my body for anybody in there. He doesn't want me throwing my pearls before swine. And so like, yeah, I'm going to respect my body and I'm not going to show it off for the whole world. And so I want you girls to know that you don't have to do the same. You might see a lot of like Instagram influencers, YouTubers, whatever, of girls that are say that like, well, okay, they are Latter-day Saint and they might not live up to the standards that like I told you that I live or even that you think are right. And personally, like, I want to give like a full like round of applause to the Instagram girls who like fully embrace their standards and like aren't afraid to live them and don't give their standards away just for like a photo or a video. Like I really respect those girls who like embrace like the modest influencer stuff. Like it always blows my mind when girls are like, oh, I don't know what to wear. And it's like, you don't have any you don't have standards to live. Like, you can wear whatever you want. Whereas like girls that have standards, like props to them for like still being fashion bloggers and doing all these things and still being modest. Like that's hard work. It's easy to go put on whatever the heck I find like in whatever store that's sleeveless, strapless, short, mini, cropped, whatever. It's really easy to do that, but it is difficult to live your standards and even be like a leader and like a public voice on the internet and on social media. So props to all you girls that do that on social media because it's tough. And something that like I'm really trying to do is realize that like I am not here to influence you girls to go buy shoes or go buy a pair of glasses. Like yeah, I work with companies every once in a while, but I always try to work with companies that I really believe in and that I would buy from. All the clothing companies I work with, I always, so far they've all been modest, like their platform is modest clothes, and I really appreciate that because it is hard for them to be able to stay in business when their market is so small, and I want to support them because that's what I believe in, and I want to help them out, and I want to have you girls know where you can go find modest clothes to make it really easy. And so on my Instagram, I've been trying to really embrace that. Any shoot that I do fully trying to live up to like my best self and living up to the best I can of my standards. And to me, like, that's what makes it fun. It makes it a challenge and it makes it enjoyable. I am always doing modesty hacks there for you guys over on my Instagram every day. If you click on like my captions, there's usually always a modesty hack in there of layering something or like pinning something a certain way, just like always making your clothes look super cute but also very modest, because I really believe in that. And I know that for you girls it can be really difficult, especially in high school, because everyone's wearing all these things and you might think like, oh, like I don't wear crop tops, like that everyone probably thinks I'm lame. Or like when I go to homecoming, everyone's wearing like mini dresses and strapless dresses and I'm over here in my like half sleeves, like I'm so lame. No one cares, guys. I talked about this a lot in my modest swimsuit video. No one cares. It took me until after I graduated high school to realize that no one cared, and so I want you guys to know before then, because it really like tore at me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't wear bikinis, like I'm so lame, all the boys think I'm stupid and I'm childish. No one cares, like at all. Like I went to high school with a girl that was Pentecost, and the modesty standards of Pentecost, people who practice that religion, are like way more strict than ours, and I never thought even 2 seconds about that girl and her standards, even though they were even more so than the Latter-day Saint standards. And so don't worry about what other people think, and who cares? Like if that person thinks you're lame, why do you want to impress them anyways? I always forget that. I know it's so easy for me to say this, and it's way more difficult to like actually put into practice, but it's super true. No one cares. And like something I was trying to remember too is like one day we're gonna be judged before God, and he's going to like be like, hey, why did you ditch your standards for this dance, or why did you ditch your standards for this photo? Whether you're wearing modest clothes, whether you're drinking, whether you're doing whatever, if you're ditching your standards, like that's gonna hurt. And like I just like to think about that and like realize what's really important in this life. Like people try to justify all the time like, oh, like she can wear whatever she wants because that's her job, like her job is a model, and that's fine. She can do whatever she wants. Personally, I don't think it's right to do that. I have 1,000,010 other flaws. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to share with you guys like just some uplifting, motivating stuff to help you realize what is most important. So yeah, basically I just want to like make sure you guys know to never ditch your standards for anyone or anything. Don't ditch your standards on Halloween, don't ditch your standards for the dance, don't ditch your standards for Instagram photos, and don't ever feel like anyone is judging you because you do live up to your standards, whatever they are, whether you're a Latter-day Saint or not. We all have some sort of standards, and props to you for living them, because it takes a really brave person to live them, and that is what makes you different. In the world today, I feel like everyone wants to stand out and be different, but yet in doing that, everyone is exactly the same. And so being Latter-day Saint is something that already sets us apart so much, and in a good way. We're doing good things. People might say like you're crazy or you're weird for being Latter-day Saint, but what crazy or weird thing comes from being Latter-day Saint? Only good things. You only get to live like the best life that you can be, the healthiest you can be, the happiest you can be, and that's like what our entire goal is in this life, is to be happy. And this gospel does that for me, and I hope it does it for you. And I know that if you guys live your standards, no matter what they are, you're gonna be happier. And just never sell out for anyone or anything. That's my main point. So I hope this video made a little bit of sense for you guys and was motivating. And make sure you subscribe to enter the giveaway. It's happening in probably just 2 weeks, guys, max 3 weeks. Remember, if you are in Utah this next weekend, September 21st and 22nd, CVX Live, which is like a mini VidCon of Utah, is happening, and I will be there, and I would love to come meet you girls. And yeah, so I got some exciting collabs coming in the future and tons of really fun things, and I hope you guys stick around to keep getting your fill of spiritual influencing, thanks to yours truly. Alright, I love you girls. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or advice, leave them in the comments down below, and you can always DM me on Instagram. I will always message you back. And yeah, I will see you girls in my next video. Bye!